sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Tigers ready to get this thing started and open the season. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Looking for space. It's Durham. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Sets up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. We've got a very low number beside your name. You're going to get everybody's best shot, and that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the all-season...
He's going for a big play downfield. Makes a grab deep. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, LSU. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And you just cannot draw up the start of the season any better than that. Opening drive of the first game of the year, and quick fire, you're down the field, scoring 6. This offense is explosive.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Its presence known. Takes the handoff. It's Davidson. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Across the 30, out to the 33, and gains 4 on the play.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game. There's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Clemson.
Already down a score early. The last thing you want to do on your first drive is give it right back to them, so they'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense has it, they're on the move. Hits the accelerator to the right. Tag. Touchdown Tigers. The defense putting points on the board.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room. It's Jackson. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Looking left. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. He might want another play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. catch in the middle. It's Anderson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock.
Turning on the Jets. There he goes. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. On the run, it's Durham. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
And the Tigers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. And he uses the old bank shot to knock it off the left upright and get it through somehow. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Davidson. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Fires to the wideout. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but make... it's a running one. Smashes through the tackle. Turning it on. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I love the quick decision the QB made there in that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Caught in the backfield. It's Green. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on fourth down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice. Turnover on downs.
First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Give to the running back. At the 15, he's loose. Forced out of bounds right at the 33-yard line. Really good pickup there.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
He's in open space downfield.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Quickly complete. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Leaves it with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Davidson. Runs through a tackle. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few. Still some work to do for the first down.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. On the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here's a first down, but there is no time to lose as this offense gets to the line quickly. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 30. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. He now has 53 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the air, it's Klubnik. Slings it, working that left side. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Tigers are in the hurry-up. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Finds his man. It's Davidson. And he'll be brought down. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Davidson. Oh, a lot of space. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Haynes. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Hey, look, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase it, but really good job of seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Looking for a crease, it's Durham. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
But with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They've just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, he still got him on the turf.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Catch in the middle. It's Brown. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Rushes on him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Great job by pass defense down here with their backs against the wall. They're doing a good job really constricting these windows for their quarterback to throw into and getting pressure on the QB, making them pay every time they drop the quarterback back to throw.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Bring in the heat. Touchdown, Tiger. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
This guy is such a weapon for this offense, especially down in the red area. Because of his speed and his size, he's a nice target. Right there on the post, you see him. It's just really hard to box him out and prevent him from catching the football. Good decision by the QB, and it results in a touchdown.
Set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. snap before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Klubnik. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
LSU 24, Clemson 14.
They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Going for it all. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Williams. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Throws for the tight end. He's open on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Clemson jumps to the line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quickly complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Haynes. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
On the direct snap, it's Haynes. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
And this is a no-brainer. It's fourth down. We're down multiple possessions. We got to make this happen. We got to get the first down. We can't be worried about the clock. Then we got to go fast, work the sidelines to the best of our advantage to save as much clock so we can get multiple scores.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. They want to run this quarterback. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line. Tried to push his way in, but not quite enough on fourth and goal. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And Welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop. And if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical. And
there he goes. He's loose. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Yeah, the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. Penn State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far today in Happy Valley. They're up by 11 over Florida. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Makes the grab. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clemson is quick to the line. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
The play action fake. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
Makes the grab. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. To the air on first down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. Going for it on fourth down must be part of their philosophy. Just 1 for 3 so far in this one. Fires toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Good timing on the quick out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.